And welcome to Planet Herring. I'm Michael, and we are once again on iRacing 2020 Season 1. We are now in week 4. This is the Indycar Fixed Series. This week we are at Atlanta, in case you couldn't tell that by looking at the screen in front of you. Getting ready to do a few practice laps here. We have about 15 minutes or so until the end. Gonna do a quick calibration on my pedals. Make sure we're good for all of them. So there we go. Got that completed. Let's see. Yep, we're going all the way to the top. There we go. Okay, for this car, I do run 720 degrees. Really not a lot of turning going on, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And we're going to do a few laps in race trim. I think I'll leave it at the 7-tooth mark, but we will go up to 12 degrees plus on the wheel. It's like 25 zeros are there. I'll figure out where those fall into. So, crew chief, keep me updated.
Okay, we'll keep you posted.
And then let's do a little adjustment here on the screen. There we go. That's how I like it. $50-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Take care, there's a car approaching.
Atlanta's a relatively short track. Nice high banking. Reminds me a lot of Charlotte, actually. You do have to watch out for the infield. Don't go too wide. The line is pretty indistinct
14th.
here. But it's not very wide in the grand scheme of things. I imagine there's a fair amount of aero push. That little bit at the bottom is pretty flat.
That puts you 0.2 off the pace.
0.2.
P3, that's your fastest lap. That last lap was a 25.2.
Car high. Still there. You're clear outside.
Okay, Michael, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. That puts you 0.4 off the leader's pace.
So really is not much to it. Would like to catch up with these guys down here. See if we can't do some draft laps here.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
But all in all,
0.2 off the pace.
pretty well keeping the throttle pegged. A little bit of feather now and again. Looks like we're doing a slow burn on the catch-up here. Usually a oval that is so highly banked
Car low. Clear low.
will throw you if you get down on the line because of the big
You've
angle.
just done a 25.6.
And it looks like he got into the wall.
P3. That lap time was 25.3.
Well, if I could actually catch up.
P4.
But a few more laps here and we will stop, do a couple of qualifying runs. Determine how much fuel we need for qualifying.
That lap time was 25.3. P5. You're currently 0.2 off the pace. That puts you 0.4 off the leader's pace.
Alright, so let's pull into the pits here and we will give this a few qualifying runs and see where we end up here. There's the pit lane and we won't even bother pulling all the way in. Alright, so it looks like we're doing 0.38, 0.4 per lap, so it's going to take 1.2 gallons. Roughly, give or take. So let's just load the qualifying setup and we will do the same thing. Looks like that 7-tooth's fine, real easy to control. Let's go with plus 12 again. Looks like we start off with looks like we start off with, I don't know how much fuel we start off with. Never mind. Doesn't matter, we can see it. 2 gallons?
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining.
So 2 gallons in the tank to start with.
Car
1.8.
approaching. Watch your mirrors.
All right, so a good quality run here is 1 out lap, 2 hot laps. And keep this nice and tidy.
P7. You've got 1 gallon left. Very little fuel left. Box this lap, please, Michael. P2. That's your best lap in this session. Your lap time was 25.0. Half a gallon remaining.
Okay, I'm pretty certain that was
a 25.0.
my 4th lap, and so we are. All right, so that puts us in 2nd place with about 1 minute to go, and let's see, so 25.0, he did a 24.9. Okay, so we need to burn off just a hair bit of fuel here. See how much we can get off. And the amount of time it takes the car to heat up. Watching the water temp primarily. Don't want to go over 220. Okay, that gets us down to 1.43.
There's traffic behind.
Okay, so we do have to watch out on that exit. Don't overcook it, because you'll probably spin it. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and get out of here and go for the actual race. Don't really recall doing too many races at Atlanta. I'm trying to remember if this is a new track or what. Didn't feel like it was a new track. Okay. All right, well, so while this thing loads, go ahead and make sure I don't have any
Checker
messages.
flags out, P2.
Nope. All right, nobody to interrupt us during the race. All right, so here we go. Again, IndyCar Fixed Series. Not a whole lot to worry about. We'll go ahead and look at our quality setup here, and we will 7-tooth steering pinion, no problem with that. That seems to work well with my setup. Plus 12 on the steering offset, just to make it a little bit easier to turn the wheel. And we have about 2 gallons of fuel. We got about 1 minute until practice is over and quality's going. Let's see, pedals working. No problem. I do run this at 720. I feel like any lower and it would be too twitchy, and any higher and you're just turning the wheel unnecessarily. I am going to turn that off. Trying to remember why I turned that on, because I don't usually run that. But okay. The one thing you do have to remember in IndyCar is that if you do let the car stall, you're dead in the water. We're going to make sure we don't do that anymore. Okay, so that's good. We got about 10 seconds. So getting ready to go here. I already know that it's about 0.4 gallons per lap. So we're going to burn off a little bit of fuel. I think I can get it down to like 1.4 range before the car wants to blow up on you. Definitely don't want to do that. That's bad.
Checkered flag, P11.
Okay, so there's qualifying. We've already set up the qualifying setup. It does say setup modified. So here we go. Going to do that and leave me alone.
Okay, no more updates.
All right, so make sure he's not going to bug us. And I do not attempt this unless you have some kind of temperature monitoring capability. In my case, I am using the Z1 dashboard. And there we go. That is bringing the water temp just shy of 220. And that gets us down to about 1.5 gallons of fuel. So we're going to go ahead and head on out here, being very careful. Don't like that one bit. Stay down here on the flat spot. Like I said, that. All right, there we go. Full speed ahead. And not too low. Yep, feel a little bit of a twitch there. Yes, the prevailing wisdom is going to be whether or not you should actually up and down shift into sixth. All right, well, that we got it into 25.2 territory there. Not too shabby. Feel like we could have gotten a little bit lower, but again, it's only so much fuel you can burn off. And there we go. So let's see how that pans out. 25 ones. So far, we are in third place. There's a lot more people that need to put in times here. So we'll see how this works out. The 25 twos did a 25-0 in an almost empty car in qualifying. I don't believe I had any kind of a tow. With a 24.9 being the fastest I saw in our practice session, as you saw. And I don't know if that is going to hold or not. So down to fourth. Right. Personally, I'd rather start on the inside. But got how many people in here? We got 19 people in here. And for a Sunday crowd, not too bad. Of course, this is the middle of the afternoon. So we shall see how we'll end up here. Fourth seems to be holding pretty well. We got about 50 seconds left. No need to worry about setting up the race setup just yet. Let's check out the info on the race. So the race officially is 75 laps. Should not be too bad. Obviously, this is going, we're going to have pit stops. There's no way to get around that, especially going at roughly 0.4 gallons per lap. Main thing is we just don't want to get in the back of anybody and certainly don't want to be affected by any kind of aero push. And the one thing we really didn't get to, where's my other shoe at? Hurry. Even though I don't use the left foot, it feels uncomfortable when I don't put both racing shoes on. Kind of weird. All right, 2 seconds to go, and we're going to get this started here. So, all right, so time for the grid. So let's go in here and let's make sure that we've got the steering set up. This is absolutely the main thing. Not really a fuel issue. Oops, not 14, but 12. But remember to do this. This is the one thing that most people forget to do. And if things aren't the way you practiced them when you go to race, typically that throws most people off. And well, then next thing you know is you wrecked. Or you're just plain not fast. And we usually don't need to fill it back up completely. So I'm going to say between this size track, we'll probably end up needing about 8 gallons of fuel at the very most. Of course, we will change out tires every time. That's a staple of IndyCar racing. Not too many people out there being too tricky on these shorter races with their tires. You know, some people maybe, but you know, come on. I have to say that the thing that would allow that to work, and that's being very spot on and quick with getting into your pit stall, stopping, and getting out, is one of those things that requires enough practice that I don't know if that few milliseconds is worth it. So that's up to you. Guess if you want to be as good as you can be, but I would save that kind of practice if you were going to do the full blown sit-ups race.
Good luck, everyone.
And I do not.
Good luck.
I just wanted a good high level fixed series, and these cars are a lot of fun when you get a good set of guys racing them. So, all right, let's see what we got. We got no time remaining, getting ready to go. Don't really need to keep an eye on that. So we got everything. There we go.
Good luck, guys.
Once again, I need to get my macros going because I forgot to get my announcement of the channel. So there you go. I'm trying to do it after the fact. All right, so we are going to attempt to start in first gear with this one. It's can be tricky sometimes, but it seems to be working pretty well. And 1 to green, so here we go, getting ready to go into turns 3 and turns 4. Looks like we ended up, what, 5th? So on the inside, which I like. Hopefully we will not lose too many positions. Keep me updated.
Understood. I'll keep you informed.
Okay, everybody's going again.
Heads up, we're going green. Floor it.
Oh, that was a little iffy diffy. Okay, folks. Got a good, decent start here. Yeah, I feel like that back end's getting a little loose. That's interesting.
P5.
Wow, this thing is, whew. And you'll notice that I have opted to upshift and downshift. It does seem like we're having to really stay on top of the back end here.
Okay, Michael, the fuel window opens on lap 33. It'll close on lap 54.
Yeah, I don't know if you really ought to be racing off the apron.
P4. The gap to Nash ahead is now 0.8.
Okay, so let's just try it in 6th gear for a bit.
That lap was a 25.8.
Ooh, that was a little too close for comfort. Hopefully I didn't mess up that front wing too much. I think I remember racing at Atlanta now. Requires a lot of rear end finesse. Yeah. Might be in 4th, but this guy is right on my tail.
P4. You've just done a 26.0. That was a 26.0.
Okay, so we are right there. We've got traffic right on our tail,
Just done
too.
a 26.0. All right, Michael, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Last lap was a 26.0.
Wow, this is the longest green flag run I've had in a long time.
Inside.
The gap to Nash in front is now 1.2. That lap was a 26.2.
Clear inside.
Okay, let's see if we can do a little drafting here. Whoa!
P5. Full course caution, watch out.
Nail my whoopie though.
Okay,
This car is out.
so
Line up single file behind car number 2.
Damn it the hell,
We're
my
under
strategy
caution.
did
It's
not work
closed.
there. I thought we'd have a caution around lap 7 or 8. I was going to stay out. I've been running like a dog the whole race. Haven't used up my tires at all. Just stayed in the back. God, I probably could stay out here, but damn it. Pace car on the back. Come on, 6, get up there.
all right, folks. Well, we pretty much just need to fill this sucker up, and
Full course yellow, pits are open.
all right. So let's just get close. One of the key things here is if you're in the back, trying to be careful. All you're doing is holding up the time for a pit stop. So. Yeah, don't hang back.
Watch
Don't
your
be that
speed.
guy.
The leader, Morris, is pitting. Box in 1,360 feet.
Okay, so pit stop.
Yeah,
time.
honestly, I think I probably could stay out here on tires for sure, but I don't
Box
know. I
in,
think it's
5,
just too big of a risk.
four,
This race goes during the rest of the
3,
way. I'm
2.
screwed.
1. Box now.
Even though we're not going to be able to make it from here. Staying out on tires is never a good decision in this place. No, actually, it's gotten me a lot of thirds this week. Second and third places. I haven't won one, but after about 8 or 9 laps, yeah, if you don't use your tires, I didn't use mine whatsoever. I basically just kept the leader 3 seconds behind me. I stayed in the back, but yeah, you're right. After lap 20, yeah, it'd be a stupid decision. That's why I pitted.
Pits are open.
Okay, so at this point in time, with
But
my
yeah, I mean, sometimes track position here though means
muting. All right, so here we are. We are 1/3 of the way through, almost at Atlanta here in the IndyCar Fixed Series. Nice long green flag run to start. That's something you don't get ever. Currently, we're in 4th place. We did get a jump in the pits. That's amazing in and of itself. That worked out pretty well. And so we're doing about 0.29 per lap. It says we need 16.45 gallons to finish on the Z1 dashboard display. We shall see how that goes. Usually by this time, it's pretty well calculated what it needs. So it's possible that we may make it to the end of the race. And if we do have another pit stop, we will be able to take minimal, if no fuel, because I do have like a 0.8 per gallon differential. So, at any rate, we are going green in one more lap.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
So another hot tip for you in cautions here. I certainly recommend that you pace around in 6th gear. Save the fuel. It will make a huge difference.
Okay, Michael, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Alright, so here we go, getting ready to resume. First gear start was a bit tricky, but it seemed to go okay. So I'll try it again. I do feel like the car is a bit squirrely. Takes a while to settle down, so we'll see how it goes, but all right, going into turn 3 is when we need to start bringing our gearing down. All right, so don't know how he's going to take this. So we'll see. Keeping things nice and tight. Don't stab the throttle too hard.
Green flag, we're racing. Okay, Michael, the next car is Umares.
So he was one of these guys that the very second the pace car went in,
Your last lap time was at 26.9.
You've got a car low. Hold your line. Clear low.
P6.
I'm sure I went all the way down to 6th. I guess it is.
You've got a car on the inside. Hold your line. Clear low.
Okay, that's just weird.
P7. Your lap time was at 25.9.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay with this guy.
That last lap was at 25.8. Your lap time was 25.8.
I gotta watch out for that wall.
Your lap times are pretty consistent.
Yeah, we're going in a circle, dude.
Seventh position. Your lap time was at 26.0. That lap time was 26.1.
You've got a car high. Still there. Still there. Clear high.
Okay.
P8.
Oh, almost lost it. Lost it.
Be careful, we've got a full course caution.
Oh boy.
The pace car is out. Line up single file behind car
All
number
right.
9. The pace car is out. Pits are closed.
Well, we did not quite make it to the 2/3 mark there. Still good on fuel. So over a gallon, almost a gallon and a half there. So I am not going to take any fuel whatsoever.
Pits are open.
We're going to get up here. We're going to take some new tires. Do seem to be burning mine out pretty damn quickly. Yep, they are, especially that right front.
The leader, Morris, is pitting. Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in
Okay.
1,360 feet.
So limiter is engaged. Get ready
Box
with the
in
clutch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Okay, get new tires, get new tires, get new tires, and go. Okay, there's a reason for the pit speed limiter. Also a reason why you don't do that. But oh well. Looks like we probably did end up losing a spot or two on that one. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it looks like we're in
Ball
ninth.
yellow. Pits are open.
Depending on whether or not there is a lapped car ahead of us. Doesn't look like it. Like everybody did in fact stop for tires. So yep, ninth place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 2 to green. Gotta pay attention there. Pay attention. Does say I'm in 8th, so apparently somebody is up here that's out of place. Alright, so definitely do not need to take any more fuel. We got a 2-gallon differential now. That includes the 0.79 buffer. So we're good to go there, and as soon as we pass the line again, we'll be back to the 1 to go line. So haven't been super happy with the performance today. We keep losing spots, and I don't like that, but I'm hoping that
We're going green next time by.
relatively fast guys are now in front of me. Although in these cars, usually I am relatively fast. But 1 to green, single file. Alright, so I guess I'm going to try this again with the first gear start. I feel like it's been a bit sketchy, but it seems to have worked.
Green flag. Menendez is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.3.
You've got a car on the outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Seventh position.
Come on, don't do that to me again.
We've got a full course caution. Watch out. We're under caution. Pits are closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 9.
Okay, so now we have done 45, 46 of 75 laps, and now we're on our 3rd caution. That's not good. So we got about 7 laps, and I finally passed somebody.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Don't know what the guys are going to do this time. We will follow the leader, I guess. Feel like it's tricky. 7 laps.
The leader is pitting now. Watch your speed.
All right, well, there you go, folks. There is the deal. We have decided to bet on not going in. Can be tricky. Let's see what the state of the tires is. Wow, pretty bad, actually. And for some reason, my tire counter took the almost going into the pits as an actual go into the pits, and now my tire counter is off.
Pits are open.
But we're now back up in 5th. So there's lots of guys behind us now. Let's see what this thing, if it updates after we cross the line here. Going to end up with roughly about 27. Well, we even got to the 2. Oh, there it is. Yikes. Okay. So my lap counter on my timer did not reset properly. So now it looks like everybody's fine, except for the 2 guys behind me. And everybody else back there has new tires. All right, well, we are going into the 2 to green, or going into the 1 to green, rather, and everything is set up again. Definitely do not need fuel to finish this race. I think it's going to really come down to trying to maintain these positions, because we are now in 4th. Looks like 5th.
Yellow. Pits are open.
5th decided it was prudent to actually pit. So now, out of the 16 odd people that are still in here, we have to maintain this position as best we can. So I have all ideas that the guy in front of me is going to jump as quickly as he can and try to create
get ready.
a
Race will
gap.
resume at the end of this lap.
And I have all ideas that the guy behind me is going to want to floor it the minute they go. So honestly, if I end up with a car up my tailpipe, I won't be surprised. The good news is I think the guys that are immediately behind Sandbrook, the guy behind me, actually are on old tires like we are. It's still reporting that, and they may actually present a difficulty to some of these guys who did stop. Why are we letting the leader have this kind of lead?
Pace cars out. Line up single file behind car number 10. Green, green, green. Let's go. P4. The next car is Hanson. We're quickest at the moment.
Okay, gotta
P4.
keep that wit about us. We're slowly breaking away. Almost out of draft range. Almost, anyway.
That lap was a 25.5. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
I think the guy behind me, though, has new tires.
You've just done a 25.7. Full course caution.
Oh boy.
The pace car's out. Line up single file behind car 9. We're under caution. Pit's closed.
All right, we're at 57 of 75. Are the guys in front of me going to pit? Yeah, because honestly, I would say at this point in time is a tricky proposition.
Pits are open.
Okay, no fuel ready to go. Tires are there. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
The leader, Guimarães, is pitting. What's your speed limit in the pits? Box in 13.
I've been on the other end of this and absolutely think that it is not a good idea.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Okay, well, I don't know where that's going to put us. But I imagine most everybody decided to pit because of the number of laps we actually got in there. So really the only person I think who probably is taking the biggest chance is the guy in the lead, who I guess he feels like he can do it. We're looking at exactly 14, 15 laps to get to the end here. Looks like the leader's the only person who stayed out. Everybody else is took tires. And we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place. Gonna be another one of those deals. So we are 2 to green. 14 laps to go at the end. Maybe probably 13 laps to go at the end of this caution. We got 2 to green just now. Plenty of fuel remaining and nothing really there. So we just need to somehow defend this position from everyone behind us, and this will be a good result here. Although I guess I'll settle for a top 10. Without a small little scrape on the wall notwithstanding, it's been a relatively
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
uneventful race. I guess I have had everybody muted. No wonder it's been so quiet. I hate to say it, I'm getting a little tired. This is my 3rd race today, and well,
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
they've been kind of eventful, or at least strenuous. But anyway, with a little luck, there will be one more race today, and that's going to be the Formula Renault 3.5 series. This week, I believe they're at the Indianapolis Road Course, which is a variation of that course that I have never raced on. But seem to have a decent setup for that car. Alright, so what very possibly could be the final restart of this race. Like I said, we're going to be 13 laps to go. Careful, careful, careful. It's a very...
Pace cars out. Line up single file behind car 9. Green, green, green. Let's go.
Well, that was pretty shitty.
P5.
I'm sorry, sorry.
Let's go.
I got a run on you more than I expected.
Car high. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
The gap ahead is now 1.4.
Clear high. Car low. Hold your line. Clear low. On the outside.
6th place.
Hold your line. You clear high. Outside. Hold your line. Clear high. Car low. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Inside clear.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
P7. Guimarães is leading the race. Your last lap time was 25.5.
I ain't got low. I don't have tires.
That was 25.7.
Car inside. Still there. You're clear inside.
God damn it.
P8. Come on, Michael. Push, push, push. We can get this guy. The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds. Two laps remaining. Eighth place. White flag, one more lap.
Congrats, Dougie. I think I messed up my wing on the turn.
Okay,
Eighth
well.
place. Okay, we're done.
Great, thanks, Howard. You ready up? Nice one, Carlos. It was fun running with the guys.
All right,
That was a good two
so
positions there at 11. Nice job.
yeah, there we
What's your
go.
speed?
Well,
Box in 1,360 feet.
didn't work out quite the way I had planned there at the end. They got the jump on me, and that restart was just kind of just
Box in a 5,
complete shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
That is what I call a BS restart, because that's the leader holding back, hits the gas, makes the jump, and then goes. I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. That's just shitty. But oh well. All in all, not too bad. We had nary an issue except for that one little tap of the wall. Plenty of fuel. Good strategy on tires. All in all, I like it, and that's a good way to end a week 4 in the IndyCar series. So, not going to say too much. There's really not much you can say about it. As with anything on these oval races, it's really more about watching yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of times I get a little
Adam,
too
I
nice.
checked the replay, dude. You came up.
So with that, we'll call it an evening. I will see if we can get that Formula Renault race here either at the next one, I believe, which is 5 o'clock my time, or might have to wait till later. The only problem with waiting till later is they typically don't have enough people in them. So I do appreciate you watching. If you do, like, subscribe, and as always, here's the end card.
Hey guys, Michael here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. Click on the Planet Herring logo to subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about the video in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.